Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. So, upon finishing my last video, I'm sitting here in the woods here in Vermont, and it's actually a small trail behind the resort. There's a stream to my right. It looks like it's probably about 100 feet down. So if I slipped, it'd be an interesting fall. I mean, there's not a lot of rocks, it's just a lot of soft ground, but there are trees in the way. All right, and then over to my left, it's another drop off, but that drop off is probably only 20 feet, so it's not that bad. It's more of a general slope. But again, if I was to get going, it'd be decent. But nonetheless, I'm sitting out here, I finished filming, and I'm enjoying the peace and quiet. So the video that we're doing today, we're going to discuss is stress management. So obviously I'm doing the video because of all the bullshit that's going on, all the stress factors that are kicking in the high gear right now. It's building up for everyone. Now, myself, my stress factor has been surprisingly low, being that I am high strung at times. So don't know why, but maybe I'm getting older. So with all the stresses going on, guys, we have COVID, we have rioting, we have protesting, looting, people losing their jobs, people going hungry, this online learning shit with kids that seems to get worse day by day. We have uncertainty ahead of us. We have the election around the corner, which looks like it's going to turn into a fucking mayhem of a show. So we have all of these things hitting us at once. And we are, as people, this generation, we're not built to deal with that kind of stress. We're just not. Doesn't matter how Billy Badass you think you are, or what military branch you served in, we're not built to we're not built to deal with this kind of stress for this long period of time. Some people are really bad at it, hence the suicides that are up because people can't deal with this shit. Now, as far as suicides go, killing yourself is not the answer. It really isn't, guys. It's the furthest thing from your thought process right now. You should be thinking, how am I going to get through these next couple of months? And how you're going to get through it is you're going to tackle it. Now, stress management I'm talking about is because I'm actually doing it today, or I've done it this week. It seems to work. And I'm going to get to it in 2 seconds. We need to manage our stress, guys. We need to relieve our stress. There needs to be an out, right? So we're going to talk about a few things. I'm going to mention a few things. I'm not going to get in depth, but there's a lot of things you can do to manage your stress. Now, the first thing you can do to manage your stress is take a fucking walk. Again, I was looking for a spot to film here, and I'm taking a walk, and I'm just enjoying the scenery around me, right? The trees, the hills, the sound of this brook down here. I'm enjoying those sounds, and that helps, and that's helping, right? Anytime I go camping, I'm out of the city, I feel better, right? When I walk to work, that's a nice little stress relief. Though you see other things that are stressing when you're walking to work in the city, but nonetheless, I'm not driving because I'm driving because I'm walking. Because driving is stressful, especially in the city with the traffic, right? So taking a walk helps, guys. It really does. I don't know. I mean, if you live in a shitty neighborhood, obviously, if you live in like a gun-toting neighborhood where you have to worry about getting shot for walking, yes, and maybe you don't want to do that. But maybe you want to get in your car or take a train to a park somewhere and walk around the park and just enjoy the scenery around you. Now, Central Park used to be that park, but it's no longer that because there's fucking assholes everywhere biking and when I'm talking about biking, guys, I'm talking about like these assholes are biking full speed through stop signs and stop lights. So that's a little bit stressful, but you can walk in Central Park, right? Like in the park itself, and you should be fine. But if you're walking along the path, the highway kind of deal, the street that's in Central Park, don't do it. But you could take a walk in that park. You have a park in your area, take a walk through there, all right? I know that a lot of parks in New York City are not ideal, but it relieves some stress. When you walk, you can think. You can always think through shit. Walking is the best way to handle it, all right? That's one method. Now, walking out here in nature, it's even better. Now, I'm actually doing something I'm going to mention right now, which I was going to get to last, but I'm mentioning right now. I'm actually doing something called grounding. So grounding is where you are barefoot on earth, right? It means your feet are in the dirt. Your feet are on top of it. You are walking around on dirt. That, to me, is a game changer, guys. I read a couple studies on it. Actually, one in particular. The other study was, I think, in Canada, but this study they did with grounding was a guy had sores on his legs. And I think they operated on the sores and they stitched them up. And so what he did as a test is not him, but the school, whoever the study was, had him wear one shoe off for 20 minutes a day on the ground, which I think was his left foot, and then his right foot had his shoe on, or his boots and his socks on, while he was grounding with his left. His left foot, the sores on his left foot healed a lot faster than on his right. That was pretty cool, right? So if I can find this study again, I will put it in the comment section below, but it was awesome. So now you do it yourself and you're like, holy shit, you feel a difference. Now, there's two things you could do with grounding. If you can ground in an open field, ground in an open field with the sun in your face for 20 minutes, you're gonna feel better. I feel better when I do it. Again, I'm high strung. So if it relaxes me, then it works. Some people could be like, well, it could be the placebo effect. Could be. Nonetheless, I do feel less stress. There are less things I'm doing, like grinding my teeth at night, right? Which I do a lot, and when I do these tactics, these things, I don't. I know that I have to start relaxing when I start grinding my teeth, right? And it's usually when I'm sleeping. So I haven't grinded my teeth in probably a few months now. Again, guys, try grounding. I would suggest grounding first in somewhere soft. Now, here in Vermont, the ground is very soft. I mean, it's almost like a fucking pillow that I'm walking on. But it's good for your feet. It's good for your soul. It's good for the body, grounding. So give it a shot, guys. If you don't like it, you don't like it. The other thing is we're used to wearing shoes. So if we actually walk around barefoot, we're like, ugh, what is this? That's the ground you're supposed to be attached to. You're not supposed to have thick rubber in between you and the planet Earth, if that makes any sense. The other thing you guys want to do, if you can afford it, massages. Massages are a home run, guys. You can stretch for yourself. That's a form of massage, if you will. You can stretch. That relieves a lot of stress. You can get a massage. That relieves a lot of stress. Eating is not a stress reliever. So forget eating, guys. If you get stressed out and you like to eat, take your ass up away from that fucking table and go for a walk, right? Don't watch TV. TV is a stress reliever for some. Depends on what you're watching. But you can't be stressed out all day and then turn on fucking CNN or some lying ass media source. Watch a movie, a documentary or something. And a good documentary, a documentary about nature. Documentary about nature does help soothe the mind, guys. Especially when it talks about like the woods and nature and things like that. It does help. Leading to, you can also listen to nature sounds on your iPad, your phone, whatever it is. Listen to those soothing ambient sounds. That is also relaxing. I do that from time to time. That's very good. There's a bunch of apps out there. I think one's called Sleep, right? And the other one, can't remember the names, but I'll put them here now. They're really good. They're expensive, but they do have the free option as well. And they're very good to sleep to at night. You can even go on YouTube, type in ambient sounds, and YouTube will give you a bunch of shit that you can listen to fall asleep to, or just listen to relax. We are in a high stressful situation right now. It's only going to get more stressful. So that you don't crack, you need to start relaxing. Working out, guys. Working out's another stress reliever. Hitting the heavy bag. If you don't box, learn how to hit the bag. Because I can guarantee you, if you don't learn how to hit the bag, you can fuck your hand up in your wrist. Wear gloves or wraps when you hit the bag, guys. Hitting the bag, lifting weights, working out is good. Yoga, I haven't done yoga. I heard that's a good stress reliever. Riding a bike, that goes back to walking. But if you don't want to walk, ride a bike. That's good. Ride a bike leisurely through whatever neighborhood or forest or area you live in. That's a stress reliever, right? Now, the biggest stress reliever I leave for last, because it helps like you wouldn't believe, sex. Sex is possibly one of the biggest stress relievers in the world. So there is sex, and then there's sex, right? So if you are having random sex with people, that could be a stress reliever for you. If you are having sex with just your significant other, your husband and your wife, that's a stress reliever for you. All right, sex plays a huge role in stress relieving, guys. It's one of the unspoken about things on, I guess, prepper channels. But sex is a good thing. And the reason why I left it for last, because I know a lot of people are going to start leaving immature comments. So the fuck be it. I'll actually, not that I'll let it slide. It is what it is. But guys, find yourself somebody, have sex with them. Not rape, sex, guys and ladies. Okay, have sex with somebody who wants to have sex with you. Let me get that out there, because I'll fucking get in trouble for saying have sex, and someone will blame me for raping somebody else or some shit. Sex, guys, not rape. Make sure it's you know, it's wanted at the, you know, very fucking least. Jesus Christ. But guys, there are a lot of things you can do. You know, the yoga thing, like I mentioned before, that's very good. So I keep hearing. And then there's eccentric shit where you listen to the sounds, right? Like a lady comes with a big pot and she makes a sound that rubbing the rim. That's good. That's a good stress reliever. So I hear. I haven't done it, right? Goats on your back. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that would be a stress reliever, but whatever. Camping, like I said, it goes back to hiking. Camping is a good stress reliever, especially if you park your camp by a stream like this here. I don't think you can hear it on the mic, but this stream here sounds comforting. You put your hammock or your tent up and you fall asleep to the sound of moving water. That calms you down too. So taking yourself out of a shit environment like New York City, the shithole that it is, and coming up to a place like Vermont, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, maybe even northern New Jersey, those are relaxing spots because you're away from all the negative bullshit that seems to congregate itself in these cities. And once you leave, you feel better. But you got to prepare yourself mentally for going back to that when you're done. So hopefully, guys, this video makes sense to a lot of you guys. And if there's any other stress relieving factors you guys know of that I didn't mention, put it in the comment section below. All right, guys, other than that, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching. You can like and subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. And other than that, guys, thank you for watching.